Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out this micro FPV crawler sent to me by SNICLO. So the model we're actually going to be checking out today is your brand new Neva eNano 1/43 scale. This is actually the bigger brother to the previously released 3005 model. Now you've probably seen this 3005 model all over the internet by now, but this is actually a pretty cool model, so let's go ahead and let's unbox it and see what's inside. So you can get this car in a couple different configurations. You can just get the car itself. You can get the RTR combo, which comes with the car and then a transmitter, or you can get the FPV version, which comes with the car, transmitter, FPV goggles, and then also a little FPV camera that mounts at the top. And the model I received for this review is going to be the FPV version. And in the box, you're going to get an instruction manual, some stickers, a little cool meteorite looking rock that you can park your truck on, the car itself with the camera, charging cable, and novelty keychain, which is actually pretty cool, your transmitter, and then your FPV goggle set. Unboxing the car itself, we can actually see that the base plate is actually a little display stand too, which is actually pretty cool. And then here is the car itself with the little FPV camera attachment. And what's cool is that this FPV camera is actually magnetic, so you can easily snap it on and you don't have to worry about wires and routing and all that stuff. When I first saw this car, I was very impressed to see that how far they went in order to make this a hobby grade car in such a small 1/43 scale form factor. Even if you compare it to my competition SCX24 crawler here, you can see that we share a lot of common characteristics, as you have a base plate here and then you also have your links just as you would on the SNICLO version. You even have working spring suspension here, and it has very free articulation, so that's actually pretty sweet. Turning on the car, it's going to be on the rear hatch, and as you see, we're going to have turn indicators, headlights, and even tail lights with turn indicators as well. Even though this is a 1/43 scale model, it is still cool because you can run it on indoor crawler courses. You may not be able to do a lot of the same stuff as you would with, say, my competition crawler, but you can still go ahead and have fun on some of the smaller scale stuff on the course. The main marketing for this is going to be for an indoor desktop crawler, which I think is absolutely great for. Take this to work, take this to school, you can drive across pencils and stuff, and I even have a little course set up for myself that we're going to test this thing out on. Now this is a crawler, this is not going to be your average speed demon, but they do offer other models if that is more so your thing. Turning radius on this is actually pretty good, and as you can see, as I turn the knob on my transmitter here, you're going to see that the dial indicators turn on which direction I am turning. The glasses themselves are going to be just your standard FPV goggle set. They have a resolution of 800 by 480 and 30 FPS for your frame rate. And what's cool is that it actually takes a micro SD card slot right here, so that way you can record your adventures and then play them back later. So when I was at the hobby store last, I picked up this little train scale diorama so that we can play around on it, but I'll also be taking it to the store as well to play with it on the crawler course. Battery life for this car is going to last you about 45 minutes if you are using the FPV camera with the FPV goggles, but if you're running it just as I am right now, you're going to get about 150 minutes out of it. So it is slightly noisy, but to be honest with you, that's something that I can easily overlook. Let's test it out in some garage items here. I suspect that it's going to have pretty much zero issues. Absolutely no issue for the VP Race Fuel roller section. I just went ahead and connected the FPV camera to the car and hooked it up to the goggles. Pretty easy. All you got to do is turn on the car, put the camera on, and then hit the search button on the goggles, and it'll pair automatically. There's almost zero latency with this model, so that's actually pretty impressive, and the video quality is actually a lot better than I was expecting it to be. So let's go ahead and get the car and the FPV goggles charged up. Let's head over to the track. Just want to interject real quick here and say that the only thing I ran into an issue with this vehicle was the open center gears on the truck itself. If you're going to be running it on loose surface like this, just be cautious that no little rocks get caught up in the center transmission like mine did. So we're back home from the hobby store, and I have to say that this little car impressed me quite a lot. Overall, I think it's a great addition to your RC collection, or even if you're just starting out. It's a great novelty toy that you guys can play around with at your home or at your work on a wet, cold, rainy, snowy day, whatever. I think your guys are gonna have a lot of fun with this. If you guys wanna know where to pick one up, I'll leave a link in the description box below. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.